Welcome back into Wake Up America. The Biden document scandal dominating the New Year news cycle so far. On Saturday, a fourth batch of documents was discovered at Biden's Delaware home. The White House putting out a statement late yesterday saying, quote, House Republicans are playing politics in a shamelessly hypocritical attempt to attack President Biden.
For more on this is Pennsylvania Congressman and member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Dan Meuser. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. So the White House claims there was no visitor log at the president's home in Delaware where the documents were found. We do know Secret Service is there. We know you got to give your name and Social Security number. You're on the Foreign Affairs Committee. How big of a national security problem is all of this?
Well, it certainly is, and it raises many questions. But as we know, we've heard before, if there's no double standard in Washington lately, then they have no standards at all. What is very disturbing to my constituents and to people in general is the unequal justice that is being applied. I mean, let's face it. We have President Trump, in regular discussions with the FBI and the archives on what should be, how it should be handled, how documents should be secured. The FBI stated, hey, add some locks to that very secure closet in your basement that you have. They know what's in there. And he's president, so he has the authority to declassify. Now you have Joe Biden, good old Joe. They just happen to be finding documents that were readily available for the last 6 years to many. Meanwhile, his son, Hunter, is a highly questionable individual on a worldwide stage for very shady business dealings throughout Russia. So one was the VP, one was the president, one, the FBI knew the documents were there. The other, it's all big surprises. The president's house gets raided. Joe Biden gets every benefit of the doubt that there is. So yes, we are going to engage the U.S. House under the majority of the Republicans is going to investigate.
Yeah, it does seem like Democrats right now are sort of rethinking Joe Biden in 2024. The Chinese Communist Party, we know this, donated over $30 million over a 2-year period to the Penn Biden Center through anonymous donations. Again, you're on the Foreign Affairs Committee. What do you think the Chinese were buying? What are they getting for their money?
You know, there's all kinds of speculation. You know, we could think the most insidious. You could try to give the benefit of the doubt. I don't even know where you go there. But we have established in our new rules a select committee on the weaponization of the federal government under Speaker Kevin McCarthy. And we're going to effectuate it. We're going to utilize it. It is going to be chaired by Jim Jordan. And we're going to have hearings. We're going to have accountability. We're going to have transparency. And we're sure going to be looking into those sort of dealings from Communist Party of China.
Yeah, Congressman Hunter Biden was reportedly staying at that Delaware home from 2017 to 2019. We know those documents were not in a secure location. We also are hearing reports that Hunter Biden was paying $49,000 a month in rent. How concerning is this to you to know that there's classified documents in an unsecure location where Hunter Biden was living and paying $49,000 a month for rent?
You know, as I tend to say with the Bidens, they're like an onion. The more you peel them back, the more you want to cry. And this is the case. I mean, you know, their actions just get worse the closer that you look. And you know what? Let's face it. With President Trump, his actions seem that much more justified the closer you look. And boy, has he been investigated. So we're going to find some things out, right? I mean, who made the decision not to disclose these documents 6 days before the election when they were found? Who had access to these documents and what was in the documents?
Right.
Remember with Trump, we had pictures, we had speculation, we had all this information where most of it was false, but at least it was leaking. Where's some of the information on these documents? This is what is very disturbing to the American people.
Congressman, take a listen to Kevin McCarthy, new Speaker of the House, on George Santos, new member of the House, new Republican from New York. McCarthy says basically he didn't know about the misrepresentations, to say the least, on Santos's resume. Take a listen.
I never know all about his resume or not, but I always had a few questions about it.
What about him? You did the campaign pretending to be your chief of staff in his solicitation.
You know, I didn't know about that. It happened, and I know They corrected, but I was not notified about that till a later date.
Did you speak to him about it at all?
Yeah, I didn't know about it till a later date, though.
Which seems reasonable, Congressman. Where are you on the George Santos situation? Local Republicans in New York are asking him to resign. Do you think that happens? Do you think he should?
Well, the Congress does have a mechanism to remove a member of Congress for actions unbecoming of a member of Congress. So perhaps this fits, perhaps it doesn't. What we should do is have a real investigation. I hear a lot of conjecture, rumor. I hear things from friends in New York. So I'd like to know the truth of the matter, get those answers, and then get an understanding of the pulse of his constituents. Perhaps even a poll, or certainly the Republican Party there wants him to be ousted. We should take that information into consideration and then decide what to do in the interests of the integrity of the U.S. House.
Yeah.
And my guess is that's what Speaker McCarthy and Leader Scalise will engage in.
Or maybe let the voters of the New York 3rd decide in 22 months.
Fair.
He's up for
I
re-election
understand.
in 2 years. Congressman Dan Meuser, great to see you again. Thanks for coming back on. We appreciate it.
Hey, thanks very much, Rob.
All
Thanks,
right.
Allison.